Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy Spider back for another Umamusume video. So today we're going to be talking about should you summon from MEJIRO Dober and the brand new support card banner that has Daikita Helios. Before I get started, I really appreciate it because you only like, comment, subscribe would really help me out, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the new year, but at this point it's looking like next year. Anyways, let's get right into this. I gotta record this really quick because I'm a little bit late and there's something else important coming up very soon. But to start things off, we got 96 speed, 85 stamina, 97 power, 75 guts, and 97 wit. That's what her base stats here. For track, she has A for turf, G for dirt, so she's only really good in turf tracks. For distances, she has E for sprint, A for mile, A for medium, F for long, so really good in miles and medium distances. Not too good on the others. For style, she has C for front, B for pace, A for late, and then G for run. So basically, she's mainly built for late, as a late runner, but you can make her work as a pace chaser. For her growth rate is 10% speed and 20% wit, so pretty good right there. Her unique skill, moving past and beyond, having run the race calmly, increases acceleration and hardened determination when making a move, mid-race or on a crucial corner, late race whilst in the mid-pack. So basically fits in really well as a late runner, right? And then her essential skills here are going to be late surger straightaways, all-seeing eyes, up-tempo, and voodoo invidica. And then this the support card. So then the main thing that this one has going for it is escape artist, increased ability to go to the front mid race as a front runner. So that's not too bad. Though it doesn't really work too well with MEJIRO Dober, right? Because MEJIRO Dober is not really a front runner. Anyways, let's take a look at what other stuff she got going on, right? So we went over her ascension skills. These are going to be her innate skills. So she has Kyoto race course, which the usual make just increases performance whenever she's running on a Kyoto race course. Sharp gaze, let you startle other runners late race as a late surger. Soft steps, let you decrease fatigue when moving sideways, medium. And then her evolve skills are going to be all-seeing eyes. So the original effect basically startle other runners late race as a late surger, and then its upgrade effect is going to be as a late runner at a random point during the final part of the race. If you're in the second half of the pack, you will slightly tire out all enemies in the Umas, like basically everybody who's in front of her, and get a speed boost. And to unlock this one, you have to basically participate in the tennis show spring, or have at least 800 wit, and you have to get at least 2 acceleration type skills, so make sure you get those going on, and then you can get this one unlocked. You have another alternative though. This one is by winning a G1 medium race as a late surger, being #1 favorite 4 times, so a bit more difficult. This will turn into an actual gold skill, no longer a debuff skill. It's called Fluttering Towards Glory, and then basically as a late runner at a random point during the final part of the race, you will get a speed boost. So decent, you still get a speed boost. Low-key the debuff might be a little bit better, but the goal is still pretty good. Last one here we got is Voodoo Invidica. So this one, it basically increases performance in Kyoto race course, boosting stamina and wit, so like a pretty big buff. For this one, the buff will be turning it into Queen of Yodo. So in Kyoto, your speed, stamina, and wit stat will be increased by 80, so pretty good, even bigger stats right there. And then basically for this one, you just have to win 2 Kyoto race course tracks 2 times, and then get at least 2 green skills, so pretty easy for this one, so not too bad. And these are going to be your skills from events. So we got Fall Runner, Unyielding Spirit, and All I've Got is slightly increased velocity and well position on a straight in the last spurt for medium races. And then her races here are going to be the usual make debut. Then we got place 5th or better in the Hanshin Juvenile Files. Then we got place 5th or better in the Oka Show. Then place 5th or better in the Japanese Oaks. Then place 3rd or better in the Shuka Show. Then place or participate in the Army Cannon. Then place 3rd or better in the Osaka High. Then place 3rd or better in the Tarazuka Kinen. Then place 1st in the Fuchu Umamusume Sticks. That's a new one. And then finally place 1st in Queen Elizabeth II Cup. One also, I think that was not new. I think there's another one that already has that one, but yeah, decent amount of races here. But if any of these interest you, there you go for any of that stuff. And then yeah, okay, yada yada. And then the support card here. So we're gonna look at it as 0 dupes and then at MLB. So as 0 dupes for Daikita Helios, it is a power card or strength card. Let's forget which one it was actually called. Yeah, power. I'm like, it's one of those two. And then let's see, so unique effect here when power gain is when training together, or yeah, power, okay. So when power gain when training together, your natural friendship gauge when beginning a career playthrough is 15. Friendship bonus is 25%, and mood effectiveness is 40%, race bonus 5%, fan bonus is 15%. Training effectiveness is 5% and the specialty priority is 20, so decent stuff right there, nothing too crazy. The 5% race bonus is kind of cool. Also the mood effect. And then at MLB, it's now going to be 30% friendship bonus, 50% mood effectiveness, 10% race bonus, 20% fan bonus, training effectiveness 5%, specialty priority 35, skill bonus 0.1, hit level 3, and then hit frequency 40%. So I think that seems pretty good to me for MLB, not gonna lie. And then these are going to be all the skills she gives discounts to. So we got sympathy, we got stamina to spare, a ramp up, mile corner, shifting gear, slipstream, speed eater, and then you get a stat gain of +2 stamina and +6 power. As well, if you do want to pause the video, take a look at what these do. There you go. But you know, there's that. Then we get skills from events. So these are going to be the skills you get from the actual support card from running it in your deck. You're going to get early lead, pace chaser corners, escape artist, fast paced, long shot. So basically only stuff for front runners and stuff for pace chasers, which is kind of funny because the character is actually a late runner, but you can make them work as a pace chaser. I just think it's a bit funny, but granted, sometimes that's the way things go, right, with some of these cards. As far as the chain events go, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this was an actual thing until I watched another Umamusume YouTuber's video. But yeah, so basically these are the different options. But I mean, to be fair, it probably doesn't even matter at this point because literally it will tell you these options whenever these training events do happen with support cards, and then you can decide for yourself which one you want. So you know, this stuff doesn't really matter anymore at this point, so it's okay. I don't really mention it, but yeah, maybe the bottom stuff here. But then again, like literally the game will tell you at this point which one you want to get, like what you actually get from your different choices here from the dialogue and all that. So there you go on that one. But overall, my initial opinion is that's not too bad of a card. Maybe not meta, but that's not too bad. Next thing we're going to go to, as usual, is the Google Doc to really see where this Uma stands. Now, as usual, 1, not that great, mainly if you just like the Uma, and then 5 is going to be best Uma meta. Alrighty, so for MEJIRO Dober here, she has a 4 for late surgery, 1 team trials, 5 as a parent, and a stamina debuff for -3%. So, Dober's unique is mandatory on late surgers and then closures on mini tracks. Ryan's requires 6, while Dober's requires 5th or 6, making it much more consistent. She herself can be used as either a gambler or stamina debuffer with a chance to win. Her volley debuff gives her current speed, which is quite potent if it triggers early, but she has to be 6 or below to trigger it, so it's not consistent. And her gold green is good for her signature track, Queen Elizabeth Cup. None of her kit is consistent for team trials. She's my favorite Uma, so let's just say she's a 5. Okay, so a little bit of bias here, but from what I can see for the most part, basically she's still at the very least pretty good and almost meta for the most part. And as a parent, yeah, basically meta, right, for any late surgers or Uma, closer Uma. So definitely not, I wouldn't say it's an Uma you want to go for sure, because hint hint, we're going to be getting a really good Uma that's, you know, Christmassy theme very, very soon, within the next week or so. So just saying, probably don't want to summon for her just yet, because we're going to be getting a really good Uma for sure. I know for sure it's going to be really good. Christmas Aguri Cap, if you guys don't know, she should be coming out within the next week or 2. So I'd say just wait out for her, because she's just going to be a way better Uma. But if you do like MEJIRO Dober, go ahead. As for the support card, as to where Daikita Helios is going to be landing here, I'm going on the JP one because the global one isn't updated quite yet with the newest one. I did see it earlier. Let me try to find it again. My eyes aren't working with me right now. Alrighty, so Zero Dupes, it's going to be a D tier one, so it's going to be on par with you know, a lot of other Zero Dupes SSR cards. And then at MLB, it's going to be a C tier here, right next to this other support card, which I forgot the name of it. This one was, but we got this one recently, but this one is updated on global. And then as well as this I think it's Bourbon right here, might be getting the name wrong. There's other support card here as well, that's MLB, which is also on global, so we'll take a look at that right now. So global, yes, so basically the new Daikita Helios card at MLB is basically considered S tier card. Yeah, it's between, maybe it's an A tier. Yeah, because it's, give me a second. Just taking a quick look, so on JP, the brand new Daikita Helios card is higher up than King Halo MLB, but it's lower than this other card over here with Amazon, which is a little bit interesting, right? Because if we go to global, right, they consider Amazon and then the King Halo card. So King Halo is actually up here at MOB, whereas the Amazon card's down here in B tier. So I'm not too sure where that would make this card stand, but I'd say it's probably somewhere between S to A tier, probably MLB. So it's a pretty good card from what it looks like. But it looks like some cards, maybe because you know some things change metas and all that, so somewhere probably between S to A tier. But at the same time, as I was saying earlier, even though both are pretty good, I don't think you really need to go out of your way for either of them, especially because we're getting a really good Uma very soon, with, like I said, within the next week or so. So overall, is it a good idea to summon? Not really. Even though both are pretty good, I think it's better to hold off a little bit. But if either the card or Uma is your favorite, then, you know, doesn't really hurt, you know, if you really want to go either way to get either one. But just letting you guys know, probably best to save for the time being. But that being said, hope you guys, you know, good luck with these summons if you guys are playing a summon, and hopefully you guys had a good Christmas, and hopefully you guys also have a good New Year's coming up. But that being said, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace and take care, everybody.